How's
it going, everybody? Welcome to the sixth installment of the Ask Our Vet series. My name is Dr. Kris, and I'm coming to you live from the Earth Animal Studios. Welcome to the 7th week of the Ask Our Vet series. Between last week and this week, I lost my shelter-in-place beard. We're back. Welcome to week 11 of our Ask Our Vet series here. I want a really sincere welcome to the show, both Jill Lawson with her dog Albert, hey Jill, and Jane Cornelius with Stevie the Wonder Dog. Thank you again. Hey Stevie. Week 12, Ask Our Vet series here from the Earth Animal Studios in Southport, sunny Southport today. Welcome to week 14. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's had a good week. Thought we'd open with a little Bob today. I don't know about everybody else, but I always feel better and get in a better mood when I listen to Bob Marley. Live from the Earth Animal Studios, I'm Dr. Kris. I thought today, I was in a Frank Sinatra mood. Studios. This is Ask Our Vet. Thank you everybody for joining me. We'll talk about our little special guest here in a minute, right? We'll talk about you. I just want to welcome everybody to the show today. Thank you everybody who's been with us from the beginning and any new people to the broadcast. Just to introduce myself, my name is Dr. Kris. We've been hosting this Ask Our Vet show for over a year now. I think veterinary medicine is unique to me, and it's really unlike any other medicine, human or any other medicine in the world, because we have the ability, and with me, it's, fortunately for me, this has happened a lot, where I've been doing this 25 years now, and I get to take care of many of my patients from the time that they're little, puppies and kittens, to all the way through their entire lives. And, it's an amazing thing for me to be able to know these animals through their whole life and know their families. And they start and they have little kids, and then they're grown up. And as the pet grows, you're their pediatrician, and then you're their geriatrician, right? And you take them through their entire life. I think that's one of the coolest things for me about my job, is that I get to do that. And some of them I actually delivered. So I delivered them, and all the way up into their mature years. One of the other segments that I wanted to introduce this week is I thought it would be good once a week to just kind of talk about one of somebody in our Earth Animal family, and talk about what I call my Earth Animal of the Week. Okay, something interesting, something heartwarming, something that can kind of give us all smiles. So, our first ever Earth Animal of the Week this week is, everyone see that? Waffles the pig. Waffles was rescued by one of my technicians, and he was born with some physical things. He's got some muscular problems in his back legs. He was very stunted growth wise, so he definitely and he needed a home. So one of the technicians adopted him, and I've been lucky enough now for a few weeks to have him in and out of the clinic. And I have to tell you that we did have to neuter him this week. One of the things I think everyone, if you know pigs, you know that they mature very quickly, and even given his physical shortcomings, he's been getting a little frisky. So we had to neuter him, and he did very well, and he continues to do well. But he has been my pet therapy for a few weeks here, and just at the end of the day, to be able to go and spend some time with him and play with him, he's a really cool little guy. So anyway, just a little shout out to Waffles. My daughter's birthday on Sunday. We were all at home. We had dinner. We were getting ready to watch a movie. It was about, 8:30, just getting dark, 8:30, 8:45, something like that. And there was a knock on my front door, which usually for me at that time of night means some sort of an animal issue, whether it's, again, companion or someone has an animal question or need. So We get up, we go to the door. There's two young girls, our neighbors. They have found a baby bird. Okay, it had fallen out of the nest. He was injured. He was bruised. He had taken quite a fall. Very young, almost no feathers. Certainly not at the stage. And I'm going to use this as well to talk to everybody about. A lot of birds right now are at the stage where they're learning how to fly, and those are not the birds we want to interfere with, right? We do not want to go in the backyard when we have birds with full feathers that are learning how to fly and catch them. This is part of their natural thing. You have to leave them alone. Certainly watch your pets with them. Don't let your pets in the backyard. But this little guy was not that. He was, like I said, really, really young. No real feathers, so to speak, just a few, and injured. So I took him in. I ran into my clinic, got some little electrolyte solutions, things like that. I really did not expect him to really make it even through the night. And this is why he's my Earth Animal of the Week, because the toughness and resilience in this little one is amazing. So, long story short, we've been attached at the hip for the past 5+ days now, and I am nursing him to health, and he is a rock star. So I'm gonna show him to everybody because, like I said, where I go, he goes, because we have to feed him I just fed you. I just fed you. So everyone can see, in the camera, this is Kevin. Everyone can see him. Kevin's a little Starling baby. Hey, buddy. Hey, kid. And it's amazing how resilient this little one is. Isn't he handsome? You guys get a good look at him there? Let's see if we can get him a little turned around. Come here, sweetie. And how much he's grown in the past 5 days, the amount of feathers that he's getting, how bright he is. His eyes weren't open when he first came, and he's eating absolutely like a champ. So he is my Earth Animal of the Week, and he's really my pal. And my Earth Animal of the Week is my dog, Monty. Monty turned 13 this week, and he's been a big part of our family for 13 years, and he's had some pretty significant health problems over the last couple years. And not only has he dealt with them like a champ, but he just still acts like a puppy and just loves everybody, loves the family, loves other dogs, loves cats. Just a really, really good, just a great member of our family. So I won't do this all the time, but I just thought I'd give a shout out. And oh, by the way, his sister down in South Carolina, Mona, it was her birthday as well. So happy birthday, Mona. My Earth Animal of the Week this week is Albert. And a lot of you know Albert as Albert on wheels. You can see his little wheel cart in the back there. So when Jill and John adopted Albert several years ago, I've been lucky enough to take care of him these past several years since they adopted him. And the reason why he's my Earth Animal of the Week is just simply because he is inspiring on how Albert does not have use of his back legs, so he's been in a cart. And, he has, despite his physical disability, he is one of the most inspirational animals that I have in my practice and that I know. Want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Huh? Look at this little one. Look at this little character, huh? So this was Saturday afternoon. Someone had found this little guy under a bush, just absolutely crawling with fleas, bad upper respiratory, conjunctivitis, everything else. Not eating, really, really, really. No, Teddy, here's the kitten. I know he kind of announced himself before the surprise, but anyway, so this little one, we haven't named him yet, and he already has a home. He's about probably 5 to 6 weeks old at the most, all right? But as a veterinarian, these animals never cease to amaze me, how tough they are. If you could have ever seen the shape he was in 5 days ago, we picked fleas off of him for hours, and he was really anemic. Gums were white. And then all of a sudden you could see his eye a little bit, but it's better, right? It's better. Anyway, so he's doing great. Are you eating? You are eating. Don't bite my nose like you did before. He's eating and doing what he's supposed to and using his litter box like a big boy. So anyway, he is my Earth Animal of the Week. This is Ava Thomas, okay? And Ava was just adopted. Ava's 8 months old. And if you can see in that picture, Ava is a 3-legged dog. You know, when I first examined her, I noticed that on her back leg, she has a scar around in this area. She has a scar that looked like something was wrapped around her leg. So I said I asked if they knew how she had lost her back leg, and it was because she had something wrapped tightly around it, and they had found her with both legs wrapped, and one leg they were able to save, the other leg they weren't able to save. And I have to tell you something, she is one of the nicest little dogs that I have ever met. She is loving, she trusts everybody, and to come out of a trauma like that, to just love everybody, and you have to see her run around. She's running around. She is happy. She couldn't be in a better home. And it's really, you can find inspiration even in an animal like this, that just under adversity like this, you know, she could easily still not trust people, or, you know, and she just loves everybody. Yeah. So let's reveal what I have with me today. Let's say hi. Oh boy. You say hi? This is Clover. So Clover is a 3.5-month-old skunk. See your tail. Let's flip you over. Oh, I know. Look at this tail. Huh? This bushy tail, right? Anyway, Clover belongs to one of our technicians, Kristen, at the hospital. Clover's a domesticated skunk, right? She's not a wild skunk, obviously. She's spayed and she's descented, although I will tell you that she still has a little bit of a pew. Don't you? You have a pew? It's just amazing how just cool and docile these creatures are. You're okay. And she's wonderful. She's really, really cool. So, first one, insect eater, right? 4-toed hedgehog. Can everyone see that? I know. Look at your little face, right? So their range is various places throughout Africa, right? Go show your face. Oh boy, look at that face. So cute. This is Halsey, by the way. Really, really, really nice. Easy to handle. See these spines on here? Obviously, they are a form of hair. They are very sharp, okay? These guys actually will roll in a ball to protect themselves. And you can imagine once they roll into a ball, they are pretty hard to get to, right? Because these things, when they're up, are really, really sharp, all right? So a couple cool things about them. They do have live babies, right? And the babies, you can imagine, obviously, they are born with some spines, but they're born with a membrane over them to protect the moms, okay? So, and they're insect eaters, right? And they are nocturnal. One of the things, all three of the animals we're going to have today are nocturnal. All right, so run around in kind of desert areas, eating insects at night, and can use these spines very effectively when they want to. Halsey is really nice, so squirmy, right? Squirmy but nice. Squirmy but nice. I do want to talk about my Earth Animal of the Week this week. I'm going to show you a picture. We get a little glare here, but hopefully we'll minimize that. So that handsome guy is Sonny. I've been lucky enough to be Sonny's vet for quite some time. We lost Sonny last week at the age of 18 years old, all right? Sonny's a Tibetan Spaniel. Sonny's mom, Pamela, adopted him 15 years ago. She had lost her husband not too long before that, and he came into her life at a very tough time for her, and, has just been right by her side for the past 15 years. He was 3 when she adopted him. So he lived to be 18 years old, and he was just a rock star, just a great dog. He got along with his mom has rescued animals for years. Got along with his siblings really well. And in these past few months, when he's had some health challenges, his brother Marcello has looked after him. I think I have a little picture of Marcello over here. Let's see. I think it's right there. There's Marcello. Look how handsome. And he's been there for his mom. These leopard geckos live in the Middle East. Again, desert kind of climate, right, Sandy? Nocturnal, so they move around at night. Can you get a look at the face? I don't know if that helps. Look at how beautiful. Look at the eyes. Really, really nice. And this particular one is really, really handsome. And look at that tail. So one of the things about these guys is they actually store fat in their tail. See how chubby that tail is, right? And so they can live off those stores in lean times when they're not catching food. Come here, sweetheart. Now, unlike the hedgehog, which has live young, right? These leopard geckos. Now, all right, listen. Well, listen. Let's not bite. We'll do nice today. Okay, that's nice. Very nice. That's nice. You're getting a little crazy on air. Huh. But anyway, so that's our leopard gecko. I really do think, and I do believe that my nephew has one, and again, hopefully they're watching as well. One day I think we're going to have to get in my niece and nephew, because they are basically as knowledgeable about reptiles as it gets. So we'll have to get them in as guests and see their pets too. All right, so there we go. There's Butters. So my earth animal of the week this week is Daisy. You've probably seen Daisy's picture behind me on the shelf, okay? Daisy is owned by my coworker and friend at Earth Animal, Catherine, or Kitty. Daisy was adopted in 2005, I think 15 years ago, after Katrina from Arkansas. And, one of the things I often think about that's really changed with this during this epidemic is seeing your coworkers that you're used to seeing every day. And at Earth Animal, it's not just seeing your coworkers, it's seeing your coworkers and all their animals, okay? And that's something that I really miss, because with Daisy was here all the time and always came to greet you when you came in, and just a really, really good soul and kind soul. So this is Honey. Honey is a 3-banded armadillo. So Candace, interesting you say anteater, and because they are very similar in the sense that they are insect eaters, they have very long tongues, so they're able to get into small areas and use their sticky tongue to bring out insects. Their range is they live down in South America, mostly Brazil. Okay. Hey, Angelo. Thanks for checking in from Jersey. So anyway, so they're from South America, down in that area. I think so. There's several different species of armadillos. This is a 3-banded. Okay, and obviously you can see why. Okay. But the interesting thing about these guys is these guys are the only species of armadillo that can roll themselves in a ball. All right. All right, Kirsten, yeah, I'll talk about that in just a second. And maybe, I don't know, again, if my niece and nephew are there, but they do have geckos. Maybe they can weigh in on how caring for them is. Kristen, how hard is it to care for a gecko? Not hard? So you always, with anything, when you get an animal, you want to do research on it, right? And you want to get everything right. Bedding's important. Food is important. Where the substrate, everything what you keep them in is very important. Okay, so you always do your research and talk to people that know about them. But getting back to Honey. So if you look, I mean, just because she's nervous, if you can see, I mean, she literally can roll herself, and she's not fully enclosed either. She can roll herself completely in a ball. And this armor, okay, I mean, these guys are mammals, by the way. A lot of people don't think of them as mammals. They are. This is just hardened skin. This is keratinized skin, okay? So this is, but it's really, really hard. And if you can imagine, she literally, if you put your finger in there, she could break your finger, really. And you couldn't, I physically couldn't unroll her, unball her. So it's a really good defense mechanism. And we've had her at the clinic where you take her out and she unballs and walks around. She has had 2 babies, 3 babies. And if you ever saw it, hopefully at some point she has another baby, because we'll bring her on. Because if you ever saw, one of the cutest things is this little pink armadillo is literally one of the cutest things on the planet. So everyone, this is Winter, okay? Winter is a little 6-year-old Netherland dwarf rabbit, which is actually, look how little, one of the smallest rabbit breeds. These are domestic rabbits, they're not wild rabbits, but Winter is not only beautiful, but really, really snuggly and nice. Look at that fox. I was also supposed to say Winter is coming, so I said I would say that. You know, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones right now too, plus we have the blue eyes, see? So I think that's, but look, I thought we'd bring him out today just to show how well he's doing, and just another example of how nature it never ceases to amaze me. Every day I see something in nature that's a miracle, and just to watch where he came from and to see how he's doing. Now he's got some challenges. You know, he does have a bit of a head tilt. He's got some weakness. We're working on perching. We're working on eating. We're working on a lot of things. But I thought that I would give you guys an update and show you Kevin today. All right. So come here, pal. Come here, sweetheart. So anyway, Stephanie, I know you're probably working, but you were right. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. So anybody that had seen him last week, the difference, what a difference a week makes, right? Isn't that unbelievable? What are you doing? You talking? You have something to say to everybody? Well, I think so. It's a real handsome devil, isn't he? Anyway, so he's really doing well. And like I said, he's got some physical challenges, and we are working on them. But really, overall, he's thriving. So there he is. Laura, you want to say hi? Here, come here. You want to say hi to people? Huh? It's okay. It's okay. Say hi to who hadn't seen you yet. Oh my God. Say hi to everybody. There you go, Marilee. Please. But look again at those feet and look at how those claws are made for digging, right? Unbelievable. What are you doing? Really cute, right? And usually so right now she wants, she has a ton of energy. She slept for a while, and so she really, did you also poop in the carrier? You did. Well, so much for not being stinky. Say hi to everybody. Huh? That's nice. So he now is about 9-10 weeks. If you remember how sick he was when we first got him, remember when one of his eyes was almost shut and he was loaded with fleas and anemic, and now he's doing great. So I thought we could bring him in and report on it. Well, I know. Okay, no biting today on the show. But he is doing great, and he's really playful, and he's going to go to his home. He's going to go to his home this week. They're still working on names. I'm voting for Ed. I thought Ed would be a good one, right? Given this week. But besides being crazy, he's doing great. This week's Earth Animal Week is Susan the cat. Okay. I'm going to show you the first picture. Well, you see, the first picture I'm going to show you is that one of the reasons why I picked her, she's an exceptional cat, I know her personally, okay? But she is in a costume contest with her mom, Morgan, this week. So I thought I would show everyone a picture of the, and I don't know how anybody could beat this duo in the costume contest. Maybe, but I don't think so. So if you look, Susan and her mom and Morgan are the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. And let's see if we can get a zoom in on Suze there. So there's little Suze as Baby Yoda. And you know, honestly, I just don't know if they don't come in first in this costume contest. I think it's so she really is a costume model, I think. And we actually haven't done an Earth Animal of the Day in a bit, and we have to take this. We're taking this opportunity to get a really special one in, right? And so first, I have to thank Jungle Jamboree, Kristen, who is a technician at our practice, at my practice, Ash Creek Animal Hospital, and she does educational programs, children, adults, and so she has a special license, and she has some really unique pets, and Schmitty's one of them. Schmitty's a 7-month-old wallaby, right? Wallabies are obviously related to kangaroos. I'm gonna try to take him out just so I could show you his whole self, because I think it's well worth seeing. So we see we take him out, and then maybe what I'll do is we'll hand him then off camera, and he could go back in the pouch and then come back. So I'm not struggling with that. Anyway, so obviously related to kangaroos, wallaroos, some other really kind of unique animals in that macropod. I'll show you why they call them macropods in a minute. They're herbivorous, right? And they're really, really unique. Let's see. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come on. Let me see your little legs. Little, it's not. All right, good boy. So anyway, can you see? So look at how unique those back feet are. You know, look how long the tail is, balance, right? You should see him already. So he's 7 months old now. I don't know if I mentioned that, but and you should see him now. He's just really starting to learn how to hop around. It's really wild. But you see that big, long middle toe in the back and how big their back legs are compared to their body, right? How long that tail is. Just really, really, and he's really sweet. He's really well adjusted, right? Good boy. You want to hang with me for the show? Sound good? All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate it. I think that's it, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Get outside. Really enjoy yourselves. Positive thoughts, everybody. Positive thoughts. All right, everybody. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Kevin and I say bye, everyone. All right. I know it's time to eat, buddy. We're gonna eat now. I have to go feed him. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. What do you think about the tunes, Kevin? Pretty good?